What is going on, guys? We are here with a little prediction panel. There's three of us here. These guys can introduce themselves. I'm MMA Cam. This is like our little couch coaches. We're going to be running through UFC 323 this weekend. Yan versus Merab. We're going to run through all of the fights, and we're going to give our predictions and our breakdowns on the fights where we can and where we think it's worth it. And hopefully this becomes a reoccurring thing. This is our third attempt at doing it, guys, and now we're finally actually able to record it.
Yep. I'm Rocky. I don't really have a massive background or anything like that. I just enjoyed it. I got into it via like sort of funny videos and just, to be honest, cold edits and stuff like that before they were called cold edits. And yeah, I just kind of fell in love with it recently. So just been trying to put myself out there and get involved in the community.
Favorite fighter?
Yuri Prohaska.
Good pick. Salty?
Okay. Yeah, I'm salty. I've been watching MMA for a few years now. Got onto it a few years ago. Fucking sorry.
He's got an Instagram where he does some breakdowns and shit like that too. Kind of we have a Tapology as well. I might link it in this video. But while he's getting his shit sorted out, well, very very quickly before we start this, let's just cover the CGI
My favorite fighter is
video.
Dan Hooker.
How did he know I was going to say that? Yeah. The CGI video of Dan Hooker getting subbed. I don't know if you guys have seen this, but there's some, even the UFC's posting it. There's a fake video going around where Dan Hooker got subbed by Armin. What were the reactions for that one?
I just think
that's definitely fake. The real one, he KO'd him.
Yeah, that's what I saw as well.
I think the New Zealand one was broadcasted different to everyone else.
Yeah, I think so. I think they had to make him lose because they needed Armin. Right, let's get onto this card, guys.
They just wanted his dad's money, really.
Yeah, exactly. First fight, Marion Santos versus Muhammad Naimov. Can you guys see this pretty capably?
Yeah, I've got it on my screen anyway.
Do you know what's really funny?
What?
I have not looked at the card at all.
Yeah, I haven't done research or I haven't broken down any tape, but you'll know most of the guys towards the top of the card. But it's as simple as...
It's a pretty stacked card.
It is a stat card, and you'll recognize these guys just based off their careers anyway. Who wants to go first? Who's giving their first prediction for this one?
Yeah, I'll go. I've got Santos by decision. I was picking the other night, and I actually started pissing myself because Santos literally looks like one of those black AI edits of Charlie Kirk. And that fucking caught me off on his Tapology. While I was laughing, I mean, he's not. I don't even know if he's really the favorite on Tapology. He's a moderate favorite. He is. I just fucking over fucking the certain type of looking people. Just not really fucking trying to back them anymore. I just hope they fucking does it, but I think he'll do it by decision. I don't think it's gonna be a knockout, but. Been wrong before. He's younger and he's got more experience. So I'm just hoping that fucking plays into the fight.
Yeah, that is weird, huh? He's only 25, 16-1. His only loss coming to Dan Argueta, who was undefeated at the time. But he's looked pretty damn good in the UFC. KO's Khan Offley, who we saw just recently beat Ricardo Ramos. So that's a good win. He's an Australian. That was the Ultimate Fighter finale too. It's not often someone wins the Ultimate Fighter and looks impressive. Split decision against Francis Marshall. Some people gave that to Marshall, but I think that was probably Santos' fight. And then he beat Sadiq Yusuf across the distance pretty dominantly. I'm also taking Marion Santos. I'm taking him by decision. I'm pretty confident too. You look at Muhammad Naimov, he lost to Felipe Lima, got choked out. So as much as he looks like a Dagestani, it's not as if his ground game's elite.
No.
Khan Offley, he took to a decision that was actually somewhat close. Whereas Marion Santos is finishing Khan Offley in the early rounds. So I'm taking Santos by decision along with, I guess, the majority of our Tapology.
Yeah, I'm only just looking now, but I'm going to Marv by decision because you guys picked Santos. That's my only reason.
You're trying to be different, huh?
Yeah, I'm going to beat you guys on this too.
Not just the tattoos. All right.
Yeah, just that.
Next fight. Anton Tricoli versus Mansour Abdul Malik. You guys looked at this one much, or is this kind of?
This is
Yeah.
the.
Well, I
I
mean,
haven't looked at all, which is the most.
Tricoli. You may know him as the ex-boyfriend of Mackenzie Dern. Remember, she was having this kind of before he got into the UFC. That was like her new boyfriend, and he was when Bobby Green was checking her out. He was threatening to go pull up on Bobby Green, and people thought he was going to be this 6'5" monster that comes in and beats everyone. But he's looked pretty damn terrible.
Yeah.
What is that? Is that a draw on the Contender Series? Still gets into the UFC. Hasn't won a fight in 4 years. KO'd by Shara Magomedov, and he just had nothing. Subbed by Trayshawn Gore, who's like the black Darren Till. He's really not that skillful.
He's fucking weird looking.
Mansour Abdul Malik, on the other hand, he's looked pretty good. He's got heaps of KOs. Against bums, though, Dusko Todorov, much you can. Nick Klein, nothing that great. And then he had that fight with Cody Brundage where he headbutted him, so they had to draw and score it with one. So it was he was on his way to a finish, but he kind of got it stolen. You know how Brundage loves to play up any excuse he can. So I am going to take Mansour Abdul Malik. I think he'll KO him, but I'm going to go second round because Tricoli's kind of a tough brick wall that stands there and takes punishment before he goes down. So I think he might last a round.
Yeah.
I've got the exact same pick except round one, baby.
Round one?
Yeah, no reason really. I just don't like the look of the other guy. I'm having the most casual take this whole card, by the way. I'm just going for just picking. I wish I looked at this.
You probably end up beating
ago.
us anyway. But there'll be some fights you do know up above. But Anton Tricoli, he shouldn't even be in the UFC. You shouldn't be expected to.
Yeah, looking at his thing, he's a pretty bad underdog, eh?
Yeah, 500 fucking points difference.
Rank 69 though.
True. A little bit of special power with that.
You never know what the wrestling does, eh?
But look at this, 97% taking Abdul Malik and 88% by KO. So no one wants to be one of these 3%ers. What do you got?
Yeah,
Rocky?
I've got the exact same. I've got round 2, Abdul Malik KO on Tricoli. Just fucking not really been impressed. Plus, I think the bigger you are in middleweight, height-wise, it hasn't seemed to work for a lot of people. You have to be really good to make it work for you. It feels like a lot of people who are closer to 6'2" seems to be the golden spot for that sort of division, being too big. I don't know. He might gas or something like that. Just carrying a bigger frame round.
He definitely could go up a weight class, but I just don't think he's high enough level.
High enough, yeah. But the higher you go up, I guess the less fucking skill you require on paper. But
if we all have Malik by KO, let's move along. I'm guessing everyone does. We can see it. This one's a little bit more interesting. Ibo Aslan versus Iwo Baranowski. There's these weird group of light heavyweights that I keep mixing up. You got Ibo and Iwo, you got Aslan and Urslan, and you know what I mean? They're all just thrown into this mix of these unranked light heavyweight guys that are all kind of around the same skill area. But who have you guys got for this one?
I have Baranowski or whatever the fuck his name is. We're gonna go Iwu, which sounds like a fucking Polish fucking fire engine. So I picked him just for round 2 KO. He's from Warsaw, one of the best maps in Call of Duty. That's just fucking how it should be picked in UFC from now on. He's a moderate favorite too. The other guys had a couple losses, bro. Not that means fuck all. You can still bounce back from that sort of stuff. But his last outing we watched, I was just not really fucking too impressed, I guess. And I know going in with a 6-0, he's probably gonna try and just do stupid shit to try and get a finish and look good and some of that, and try to push himself further. They probably do need more contenders at light heavyweight too. It seems, it's not stagnant, but there's a lot of guys that are about to age out, like someone else on the card that's about to fight on the same night as well.
Well, the guy from Turkey is probably never going to age out. He's going to get free teeth care, hairline treatment.
Yeah,
who knows? But I'm waiting to see him get knocked out anyway. Round 1.
You're also taking Baron by KO?
Yeah, fucking ass.
I'm going to take him by round 2. I have him to win as well. I think Ibo Aslan was kind of quite highly touted coming into the UFC, and he won his first couple fights by KO, as you can see. But then he kind of got forward checked by Kuti Laba, who does this to a lot of young guys. He kind of just beats them and out kind of grits them, and it comes down to cardio. But that's Ibo Aslan's big problem is when he goes for it, he looks good, but he runs out of gas, he runs out of cardio, which I think is why he didn't really do too much in the Billy Alicana fight. I just think, Kuti Laba was able to manhandle him and have his way with him. I don't think Ibo is quite what we thought he was, whereas Ibo hasn't kind of been fraud checked yet. So I've got more faith in him. He's coming from Poland too. He's got the special Polish power, and they've been looking real good recently. He looked great on the Dana White Contender Series. That was only 2 months ago. He actually knocked out someone called Muhammad Ali, which is such a weird name in combat sports and big shit.
Muhammad's not fucking rare in combat sports now.
True. No, it's not.
I don't think it's rare anywhere, to be honest.
No.
But Muhammad Ali having that exact name is. But anyway, I think Ibo will look better than he normally does because for him, 3 losses in a row, especially if this one's a bad one, he will get cut. We don't need this guy. But I'm taking Iwo to beat Ibo in a fight that'll probably be fun, but I don't, it doesn't have that much.
I'm fucking reading that first names.
Yeah, Iwo, yeah.
They definitely, the matchmakers definitely fucking saw that and just said they need a scrap for the name.
That's what I mean. Yeah, they're probably like, fuck, one of these guys needs to get cut because everyone's confusing them for each other. This fight here is like the weirdest fight on the card for me. You have Edson Barboza, who's at the end of his career. He's slowed down. He started losing to Drakkar Close, Lerone Murphy, which isn't a terrible loss. But then you got him versus Jalen Turner, who was on an absolute streak, KOing a lot of Anzac fighters, a lot of Oceania fighters, hurting everyone, dropping them in the first round. Close fight with Dan Hooker, close fight with Gamrot. And then
I thought he retired, though.
Had the Moicano lost and retired. Kind of bitched out and said, "Oh, this is too tough for me, and I don't have the mental health." Which everyone's screaming, "Go to welterweight, you big, tall, lanky fuck!" But he won't do it, so he's back at lightweight. The UFC has given him what I would call a layup, and an old guy who still has a good name of Barboza. If Turner KOs him, he's right back in the mix. So how do you guys see this one going?
I've Turner by decision, even though it was a really confusing pick because I didn't know. Because I feel like Edson still has that grit, though. He will stay in there, and Turner seems to give up. He gives up in those late rounds.
He does, yeah.
So it's definitely a 50-50 pick, to be honest. I'm just going Turner decision. Hopefully he's learned from his last 5 fights, even winning that other one. So win 1 out of the last 5 is crazy.
Yeah.
Losing to good people, though, as well. Ignacio Bahamondes, Moicano, Hooker, Gamrot. And most the Hooker and Gamrot fight were close. He had the Moicano fight won. I just hope he doesn't drop Edson Barboza and walk away looking for a walk-off KO like he did in the last one. I'm going Turner by KO. I think he wouldn't put himself back in the mix if he wasn't mentally prepared. I think Barboza slowed down a lot. Drakkar Close was able to have his way with him. Not only was he putting Barboza up against the cage, but he was actually just beating him on the feet. I think Jalen Turner's a straight 1-2 down the middle is all you need to catch someone like Barboza, who got dropped by Bryce Mitchell not that long ago, or 3 years ago. So if he was chinny back then and Bryce had the power to put him down, I think Turner will be able to get this done. I think Turner finishes him.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got Turner round 2 TKO. I'm just hoping he gets this win, and I really am pissed off that he didn't come back and go to welterweight, but I can see why welterweight doesn't seem like somewhere you want to be at the moment with like how elite the competition is. There's a lot of people in welterweight that I think would beat Jalen Turner, so that's the only reason I think he probably hasn't moved up. But yeah, he is a big dude. To cut down to the weight he is, like that's got to be hard on him. I think that might have played an effect on a couple of his fights where he just kind of gives up because he's like, I've done the best I can. I've worked so hard and I still can't do it. Rara. I think it's just a mental thing. I hope that break off has really changed how he thinks because I actually quite like him. And that's rare for someone that's fought against Dan Hooker for us to like them as New Zealanders, but I actually don't mind him. He's got a cool nickname too, which actually does.
He's humble as well, but
yeah. I hope he gets this win, and I hope it's a weird matchup though. But if he's given a layup and he can't lay it up, like what the fuck are you just still doing here? I
Yeah,
hope he really
exactly.
has one.
I can almost see the UFC because he's a bit of a name and he's been in some high profiles, had some close fights with some top guys. I can see them. He KOs Barboza and they give him Dariush, who's obviously
Yep.
done. You know what I mean? I can see them
They're
giving
probably
this guy
giving him the belt.
to the rankings for no reason. But we're all on Turner by KO. We're trying to go through this somewhat.
Decision. Not all of us, mate.
Oh, you're Turner by decision. My bad. Turner by decision.
Yeah, mate.
He could just hold him up against the cage and just knee him and be worried that, if anything, just be scared of being hurt or being scared of being finished. Doesn't want to gas. So he might.
That's what I'm thinking.
Get slow. Marvin Vettori, Bruno Ferreira. Marvin, the guy who can't be chinned but doesn't have any fucking skill anymore after being a title contender at one point.
I hate this guy so much.
Bruno Ferreira. What are you guys going here?
I have Bruno by submission, round one again, because my rounds are always one.
Yeah.
Reason being,
why is that?
a few people what?
Few people have been taking submission online. Why do you think that?
Last time Buzz, and when is the last time Marvin Vittoria's got knocked out?
Yeah.
And I just
But
think we all
you don't
hate
think
him. I just hate this guy. I
You
just
hate
want Bruno
Marvin
to.
Vettori.
I hate him so much.
I think he's quite funny, to be honest.
He's so well. He is now a little bit, but like back in the day, it's just excuses after excuses.
True.
Being a little
Yeah. He thought he won.
Israel, please rematch me.
Yeah,
Fuck
yeah.
off.
The fucking Italians, huh?
Go
Yeah.
eat some pizza, bitch.
They had the right side on the war, and then since then, anyway, yeah. Loses to Brendan Allen, who, let's be honest, Brendan Allen's starting to look somewhat decent now. We have to admit that.
There's also another guy I hate, so it's so annoying.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He spells his name right, and I still dislike him.
Yeah.
Brendan, yeah. Roman Delidze, average loss, but he's already beaten Delidze, so it's 1-1. Jared Kennedy is not a bad loss. Roman Delidze, that was his last win 2 years ago, and then before that he lost to Whitaker. So he's fought everyone in the top of middleweight. Bruno Ferreira beats Jackson Mavet by armbar. No one cares about Jackson Mavet. Beats Armin Petrosyan by submission armbar. So he clearly has a sneaky armbar, this guy. Loses to Abus Magomedov. Now that for me is a bad look because Abus has kind of been exposed by Piper. He's been exposed by a lot of these guys as just being a one-round merchant. But I think Bruno was young at the time, is early in his UFC career. So we won't be too hard on him. KO's Phil Hawes, KO's Dustin Stolfus. I'm taking Bruno Ferreira, but I'm taking him by decision. I don't think you can finish the unfinishable Marvin Vettori, but Marvin has nothing but a 1-2, and he used to have a takedown. Now he doesn't even shoot. So I think this is just going to be on the feet. I think Bruno's just going to be too quick for him. I think he's going to have the better boxing. I think he's going to hurt Marvin, but I don't think he'll finish him. I think he's just going to outstrike him.
Yeah, I have the exact same pick. I have him by decision, Ferreira by decision.
No one's
And
on
also,
Marvin.
he's
Marvin needs this.
33 years old and 33 numbered ranked for middleweight. And that was enough to fucking convince me. No is no. No is no.
Freemasonic gematria there for your pick.
Yeah.
No, that's fair enough. All right. Let's move on. Sorry, Marvin. No one's picking you, dude. Let's move on. This is actually a really fun fight at lightweight. These are like two unranked guys that are on the verge of rankings. Faris Ziam versus Nazim Sadikov. Both on win streaks with the draw to Borishev, which hasn't aged that well. But who you guys got for this one?
I have Nazim. I feel like he just has more finishing power overall.
That's fair.
But then at the same time, I do have him by decision. So
That's also... You
Yeah,
just
I've
think
got
he'll have moments and hurt him?
yeah. I think maybe he does that, gets a couple of knockdowns, but I don't think other guy gets finished. And by the way, sorry, I've just moved house, so I'm just moving shit around.
Don't worry, yeah. We're not expecting you to have professionalism on the first time they're salty.
Well, that's why I'm running away every 2 seconds.
What do you got, Rocky?
I have Ziam to win.
Okay.
Just because I feel like the wins over Frivola sort of thing and Jai Herbert stack up better than a draw, in my opinion, against Borishev, and a win over Ishmael Bonfim, which we've seen that he's really not fucking all that himself now. I'm just picking Frez Yan. It could go either way, but I personally just have Ziam or Ziam, whatever you want to fucking say it, by decision.
I'm taking Nazim, and I'm taking him by decision as well. I think he's going to have the bigger moments. I think Faris Ziam is probably the cleanest, slicker striker. But he has had some bad setbacks too. He got choked out by Terence McKinney at one point.
Yeah.
You know, he's looking all right here, but Michael Figlak, like, are we really putting too much stock in that? Jai Herbert's a good win, but Jai Herbert's a decision merchant. If you just out-volume him, you're going to win. Claudio Puelles by split decision. Not a great look in hindsight. Matt Frivola KO, but who hasn't KO'd Matt Frivola at this point? He's kind of just chinny with no defense, but it was a clean performance. And then Mike Davis coming off a bit of a layoff. But he's on a 5-fight win streak. He's looking pretty good. It may even be a 6-fight win streak, but I think he's almost too slick. I think Nazim Sadikov is someone that's gritty. He's going to get in your face. He doesn't mind eating one to throw one. He's been hurt in a couple fights. I don't think Ziam finishes him, so I think as the fight goes on, I think Nazim's just going to turn it into more of a dogfight, and I trust in him having the volume, having the pace, and just landing more significant strikes. So I'm taking Nazim for that reason. I'm a big fan of Nazim, man. He's cool.
Mm.
Do we just skip this? Like, honestly, the next fight, Macy Barber, Creed Silver. Has anyone got any cares, or has anyone got anything?
I got no cares. I got Silver by decision.
I have Barber by decision now.
Yeah,
because she's got a fat ass, is that it?
I'll take Barber because I need a haircut. Decision. See what people have got here. Yeah, fuck it. I honestly couldn't give a fuck. Now another lightweight fight. This one's fucking good, guys. Terence McKinney, Chris Duncan. Both guys pretty well known, pretty decent at the moment. Terence McKinney's kind of a kill or be killed first round guy. Chris Duncan's like a gritty, almost like a Scottish Dan Hooker with better grappling, I would say. What do you guys got?
I have Chris Duncan by decision. I don't know. It's all gone off feelings. This whole card's off feelings, really. I feel like McKinney's just going to gas out. Well, not really gas out. He's going to use it all in round one and then get taken down. And then, well, he does have decent grappling, but I think Chris Duncan will take it. That's mine.
I actually have the underdog pick. I've got McKinney by round 1 KO. I'm just 100% going off the fact that in the first round he's dangerous, and sometimes Duncan needs to be hit to get into the fight a little bit. He likes to go to wars and stuff like that a little bit. He does revert to grappling. So if it goes past the first round, honestly, I think Duncan's got it. But I have taken Terence McKinney to win in the first round by KO or TKO.
That's exactly the pick I'm taking. I think he's a killer in the first round. I think the speed advantage is definitely Terence McKinney.
Yeah.
Chris Duncan's that's what I meant by saying he was a Dan Hooker. You hit the nail on the head. He kind of wants a war. You know what I mean? Or he almost, you hurt him and then you make a mistake and he catches you. He had that fight on the Contender Series where he got dropped and then got back up. He was finished by Manuel Torres by a submission. Terence McKinney's been working on his grappling a lot. He's coming off a win against Borashev with a submission. I believe Borashev even beat Chris Duncan, and we know how shit Santa Claus is these days, or whatever his name is. I think McKinney just a 1-2 down the pipe. I think it's going to happen quite early too. I think Duncan's going to plod forward. He can be quite ploddy, and I think McKinney's just quicker. I think he'll just a basic 1-2 down the middle is enough to KO him, test his chin. I think you're absolutely right. I think if Duncan survives the first round, it's all over for Terence McKinney. But I'm taking the underdog as well. Because only lost recently to Esteban Ribovics. That's aged very well. Esteban's clearly like a potential top 15 guy, probably future top 10. So I'm taking Terence McKinney, but that's a fun fight, man. There's no way that's not carnage. So I'm happy the matchmakers put that one together. Is this the main card yet? 1, 2, 3, 4.
No, it's still prelims. Main card's not the John.
Prelims. Grant Dawson, Manuel Torres. Take it away, guys.
I've taken Torres to beat Grant Dawson, which is another underdog. I was going to go with Dawson. I still think it's probably the smarter decision. I feel like Dawson is probably actually, a bit more experienced and can kind of shut down Manuel Torres' things. But I kind of changed my opinion. I've got him by decision because Torres' last loss was against Ignacio Bahamondes, which we've seen now is he's fucking good. Grant Dawson's last loss, which I know it was 2 years ago now, but it was against King Green. And I just feel like people that have lost against the old guard, I understand. It sometimes just says that there's something missing to their game. I think Torres has the knockout power to put him away. But yet again, it's going to come down to, I think it has to be somewhat early, because if Dawson does figure it out and figure out the plan and just starts kind of getting him down to the ground, I know he still likes to have a bit of a scrap, but I think Torres is better personally in that sort of regards. But I feel like if he does get him to the ground, he can just kind of play it out for a round or up against the cage, sort of thing like that. But I think he'd have to do that to survive. But I feel like Torres, he's coming in. He's not younger, but he's like, well, he is younger, but he is trying to make a name for himself, and I think he's going to try and knock out Dawson in this fight. I think last pay-per-view, that's going to be on the UFC thing before it goes to Paramount Plus as well. They've probably all been told there's going to be big bonuses too, so I think a lot
What
of people
happens
are
to
going
us
to be
with that?
I don't know how the fuck it works in New Zealand, Paramount, by the way, because we don't get it. I've emailed Paramount.
We get it on Disney.
Yeah, but we can't.
Maybe we just pay through Disney for the pay-per-views. I'm not sure.
Oh, fuck that.
They'll probably make it $80 now, huh?
Yeah, that's why we
$1,000.
get Paramount Plus, which is $5 USD a month, and that comes
You can
with
just
the pay-per-view.
VPN it, surely.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, but that only works on your phone or like a laptop, so I have to buy a laptop for that.
It's funny because everyone else in the world illegally streams these fucking things, but everyone in New Zealand actually pays for them, and yet we get, bring back fucking crack streams at this point, man.
Yeah.
I don't use that.
You don't run that out of your fucking office at your house. Yeah.
Massive server behind me.
I'm taking Dawson, man. I'm taking him by decision. I know exactly what you mean, and I feel like I made the same mistake a few weeks ago. Dawson's chinny as fuck. His stand-ups look better, but it's terrible compared to Manuel Torres. I'm taking Dawson because I trust in the wrestling, and I've seen so many strikers that I like get crushed by wrestling, and he is a great wrestler, so I could see him just holding him down for 3 rounds. But I can't help but look at this fight and compare it to Sean Brady versus Michael Morales and think the short, stocky wrestler who I expect to get around the hips and take him down versus the guy who's way taller with way better striking and KO power. This could be Dawson got KO'd by a jab from Bobby Green too.
Yeah,
I'm not calling him King Green, but it was a fucking jab from a guy with no power, and it dropped him out cold. So
that's the reason I have Torres.
I could see him running onto a knee or an elbow, but honestly, if I get it wrong, at least there's a fun, awesome KO. Whereas if I go Torres by KO and we get a boring Dawson decision, it's kind of a lose-lose. So I'm taking Dawson decision, but you said you had KO.
Round 2, Torres, yeah. Probably nothing to say on that one. Next one. I'm trying to speed through.
Yeah, we can speed through it. Fuck it. Bogdan Guskov, Jan Blachowicz.
Guskov. KO, round 1.
Wow.
Crazy
really?
pick. Crazy pick. Jan's just coming off those 2 losses, and I just think, I don't know, I got that feeling. My whole card's sent off feelings, which is crazy. I'm just legit looking at this and then just picking as I go. It's so bad.
I really want to take Jan Blachowicz, man. And 59% of people are when the guy's 42. His last fight was Alberg. It was 8 months ago.
He could hug him down. He could hug him down.
He kind of just... He has a way of making you fight his fight too. Like Carlos is a KO guy. He should be out there looking for the knockout. He wasn't able to. He kind of just had to go tit for tat. Alex Pereira couldn't get this guy out of here. He lost a split decision.
Carlos and Jan's one was super close and could have given it the other way.
Like, who's KO'd Jan Blachowicz?
Me?
Yeah, you.
I can't even think of the. He did get knocked out one time, didn't he? But the last time I remember him losing properly from a finish was Glover, wasn't it? Yeah,
and I don't think Bogdan has the wrestling to do that.
I was thinking about Anthony Smith. He's gonna fucking give up. They all do.
I'm gonna take Jan by decision, bro. I've got
Jan by decision too.
I know Bogdan's on a crazy finishing streak, but Krylov kind of shown that he wasn't that great, and he came back early after the Reyes KO. This is when that happened. Billy Alicana's a good win to age. Ryan Span's terrible. Zach Poga's shit, and he lost to Volkan Ozdemir and got fraud checked on his table.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm taking Yan. I'm taking him by decision. I'm going to trust in the old guard for this one.
Yeah, Jan's also just a sick cunt. I don't know what else to say. He's just a fucking cool cunt. I just like him.
Yeah, I think he's a great kickboxer too. It's underrated how good he is. First guy to beat Israel Adesanya. Let's not forget.
Yep. And draw with
Right.
fucking Ankalaev. Like, that is not a fucking shit feat.
And a
Split with Alex Pereira.
Draw with Ankalaev, split with Alex. Could have even beat Carlos. Beat
Yeah.
Izzy. He's a good fighter, man. He's got a crazy record. Peyton Talbot, Henry Cejudo. I will start off with this one. I'm going Talbot by KO, which is crazy, and I'm going to say he gets it done early. I think Henry Cejudo is very hard to KO. I'm nervous about this pick, but I just don't trust in Cejudo, man. His last win was 5.5 years ago against Dominic Cruz.
That's
3 losses: Aljamain, Merab, Song Yadong. The Song Yadong fight, he looked okay in, and then the eye poke happened, and they had to go to decision. But he was on his way to losing. Talbot got fraud checked by Barcelos pretty recently, but I thought coming back against Felipe Lima, I thought he looked great. I thought he was, and even in the fraud checking against Barcelos, you could still see the skill. It was just a lack of experience. So I think, I'm trusting in him to find this shot on Henry Cejudo. I'm hoping he cracks him with a hook, gets him out of there early, and we get some fresh blood in the division. But I could also see it going Cejudo's way. So who have you guys got?
I've got Cejudo by decision just because of the Rani Barcelos fucking thing. I feel like Cejudo on paper should be better. His size is the thing that gives me problems, and he does quit a little bit inside the ring. But Guru said the same thing. Like, he talks shit about fucking Henry Cejudo, but the doctor did come out and say like he was blind in his eyes. So like same thing that happened to Tom Aspinall. Like, I have to respect that, so I can't count that one. But
His thing was done on AI, man.
and then he lost to losing to Aljamain. Like, Aljamain has been pretty good himself, but losing to Merab, like, honestly, if you lose to Merab these days, it's never going to be seen as a bad thing for me. But yeah, it has been so long since he was competitive. But I'm just going to pick him and hope that I actually want Peyton Talbot to win, but I have a feeling Henry Cejudo will win his last fight in UFC and then retire.
Yeah, fair enough.
Decision.
Is your cat going to do the pick for you, Salty? Did I hear Henry Cejudo? Is that what I heard?
Little rat fuck. No, I got I have Talbot. But I actually did originally have Cejudo by decision. But then I heard Brendan was picking him, and then Brendan just has really bad luck. So I had to go Brendan.
You know what? I'm going to switch to Talbot by decision, though. I'm just starting to think maybe he will just dance around him and just beat him up. Because who's finished Cejudo to the chin? Like, the guy's hard to KO.
I don't know, but I also think Peyton he improved so much from that loss, especially in that recent fight. You could see the difference.
Yeah,
and then that's the reason. Since Deftones.
It was funny when we all had money on him to win against Barcelos. He loses. Then we were all like, "Oh, he's going to lose to Felipe Lima then because he's shit." And then he wins.
But,
so I'm just not.
So maybe if we think we're going to put money on this guy, maybe we just put all our money on Cejudo.
Maybe, but I think we just pick Talbot and stay away from the fight. But let's move on to the next one. We got to get through these quick. Brandon Moreno versus your favorite Japanese fighter, Tetsuro Taira. Small man, weight class.
Yeah, love him.
Tetsuro Taira, who's literally in 50% of our fish and chip shops down here. You know what I mean? I've met so many Tetsuro Tairas in my time. But,
dude, he's the Port Chalmers one. He's the kid.
He literally does look like it. He does. All right, what do you guys got?
That's crazy.
I have Taira by submission round 2.
What?
After that last show, I've got fucking fish and chip shop.
Taira by sub?
Yeah.
Against Brendan, that's crazy.
Who's taking that? Brendan, you are in the 19%.
Yeah, he's taking. I think he's going to take his back. Honestly, I just saw the fact that he was getting taken. What's his name? Was getting taken down a couple of times. He's pretty good on the ground at getting out of bad situations, but it just comes to a time like the younger guys have everything to learn from the older guys, but they learn it faster because they don't have to learn it. You know what I mean? Like same with fucking
learning it from someone, not learning it themselves.
Yeah, and I feel like he showed a lot of improvement in that last fight he had against Sung Park with that. I can't remember how he finished it. Like fucking whatever he did. But he subbed him out, but he dropped him. He dropped him in that fight to get him into that position to, like, I think he just showed a lot of improvement. Like, I guess I've gone against everything I've just said against the Henry Cejudo and Peyton Talbot fight for this fight, but I just have a feeling he's going to sub him out. Round 2 sub.
I'm taking Moreno by decision. I love Moreno. I know what you mean, and I'm worried because it's a 3-round fight. I think it was 5 rounds. It would definitely be Brandon winning. But I think Brandon Moreno and Brandon Royval have a lot of common similarities. Their scrambles are amazing. Their defensive jiu-jitsu is pretty good. Their striking and their cardio and their output and their pace is phenomenal. So I'm hoping that – I think what could happen is Tatsuro Taira could have a moment in the first round or the second round where he just gets his back and he's really good at back takes. He may just hold Brandon Moreno's back for a whole round and we see him lose from control time. But Brandon's not someone just going to sit there and not try and scramble back to his feet and fight for position. So I think when he gets back to the feet, I think he's going to be levels ahead when it comes to the striking. People shit on Brandon Moreno because he took Ursig and Albazi to a decision, but he really beat those guys up in that fight. Like, they didn't get much going.
Albazi was an amazing showing.
Yeah, what was that?
It was an amazing showing against Albazi, bro.
Yeah, he cooked him bad. His losses recently have been Pantoja and Brandon Royval, 2 top guys. And honestly, you could have argued that both of those splits could have gone his way. That's been Moreno's career. He kind of has been volume, and every now and then he'll get dropped. But I don't think Taira is going to have the power to KO him. So I think there'll be a lot of cool scrambles. And maybe Tatsuro Taira wins the first 2 rounds and Brandon Moreno comes back in the third. But I'm praying that Moreno can get this done. 2 rounds to 1. I've got Moreno by decision.
I have Moreno by decision as well. But the only problem is with that is I kind of don't want a Pantoja and Moreno 4 at the same time. Because after this, he's going to get the belt, and then I feel like that fight's just going to be a boring fight. I don't know.
I feel like there's some other names, though, too. Who can I think of? They could honestly just do Brandon Royval versus Pantoja, or they could do...
I think it was already said that Moreno, if he wins this, it's going to be for the belt.
Oh, my God. Yeah, maybe just do Brandon Moreno, Josh Van, regardless of what happens. But
so that's why I picked Van on the next one. So I've got Moreno by decision on this, and then I've got Van, and then I'm hoping Brandon versus Van.
So what, if you break this down for us then, Salty? Have you taken Van? Both on 5-fight win streaks?
Yeah, I have. Reason being, Alex, I don't know. Pantoja's probably one of the best flyweights, to be honest, that has came along in a very long time, especially since Mighty Mouse. I think he's probably even up there, or maybe even better.
He's definitely the second best flyweight, if not the greatest after this weekend. Yeah.
So on the same time, me picking Van, I don't know. I think it's just coming off the Moreno, and I don't want that fight to happen for the 4th time. And then I'm more of a fan of Moreno than I am Pantoja, but at the same time, he probably will beat Van because he is definitely the best fighter, in my opinion. I think he's probably the best fighter we've seen in flyweight. But
he embarrassed Kai France. Like, that was a bad look, man.
Yeah,
he made him retire and find culture.
At the same time, when Armin got knocked out by Dan Hooker, that was pretty embarrassing.
True. So CKB got that one back, you're saying?
Yeah.
It
was real embarrassing.
What do you got? He's got
I've got Pantoja by submission round 2. After seeing his last outing, man, like... Yeah, because that it very much gives me the same sort of. I know kickboxing, boxing slightly different, but like I can see Van, like just being heavy on a leg, like boxers always do, front leg, and Pantoja going for a single leg and just tripping him over himself with a decent push. Like Van he's very decent people, but Pantoja is a different level when it comes to that sort of like getting people to the ground, getting them where he wants them to be. Like he has great control of that sort of thing. I can just see him subbing out Van, who's nowhere near as experienced as a lot of guys that Pantoja's already beaten.
I don't know, though, because grappling-wise, he versus Brandon... Oh, well. Actually, don't worry. I'm thinking of something else. But anyway, he beat Brandon Royval, Van did, and I've been a fan since he smoked Kai France with his spinning elbow.
True.
And if you can beat Brandon, I think maybe you can beat probably a lot of the top guys.
I can't even remember if Royval shot on him, though. Because that's the big...
No, that's what I was thinking. That's what I was going to say. Because he is good grounding.
And Pantoja doesn't even... He has technique, but he kind of just bull rushes you with strikes and just overpowers you. And I know
Yeah.
they're the same height. They're both 5'5", but there's going to be a big size difference. Pantoja's
There's
a
dad
big
strength.
boy when he's in there. Josh
Yeah.
Van kind of looks small for the weight class. He's only 24. The one thing
He's
I
got
will
that
say,
gnarly power though for a 24-year-old to be
he
able to do
does.
the shit he's done. It's crazy. And isn't he the first person in his 20s to go for the belt?
Nah, no way. Or maybe just the
In
No,
flyweight.
flyweight, just in
Oh,
flyweight.
yeah.
Flyweight,
Yeah.
maybe, yeah. He could be. Unless Brandon Royval might have been in his 20s when he went for it. I can't. Maybe
I'm pretty
Moreno?
sure that he's the first person. Oh no, he's the first person born in 2000.
Oh,
In
right.
the
Yeah, this
UFC.
guy's my age.
Yep.
That's ridiculous to think.
To
But
go
yeah,
for the belt. So just need to back him on that.
he's actually younger than me. Holy shit! But anyway,
Do you reckon you could scrap him?
No.
I've got this height. Nah, I would get beaten up, but it would be an embarrassing walk home too, right? Beaten up by
Do you
a
reckon you could
5'5".
beat him, Brendan? Surely.
No.
You versus Joshua Van. You don't reckon?
Oh,
He's only
nah.
5'5". You could just fucking knee him.
If I got on top of him, maybe, but regardless, he would be able to out cardio me, and I'd be fucking out of breath, and then he'd fucking put me to
Do you think
sleep.
if you sneak attack tackled him from behind with your size? By the way,
Yeah.
Rocky's like
Would you take
6'5".
it? Would you take his top off and spin his back and slide up and down?
I'd oil myself up and fucking rub up and down him. He wouldn't have any grip. He wouldn't be able to get any of my holds. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Well, it's the big show.
No, I'm getting laid out.
But no, yeah. The one thing
You're
I
gonna
will
lay
say
him
Dan
out.
is, yeah, you're getting laid. The one thing I will say about Dan is his activity. Right, 5 fights in the last year and 2 months. His only loss in the UFC and he's had another loss was Charles Johnson, who kind of fraud checks a lot of guys. He's grown
Ooh,
since
fuck, he's good.
1, 2,
Yeah,
3,
that was
4.
a fuck. I remember we were all talking about betting on fucking. Oh no, we did bet on him, and then we lost. We bet on Charles Johnson to beat him on that
Well, we
card
would've
when we.
because Charles Johnson.
No,
did beat him.
because we did a multi, and then we had the next one. It's the fight with fight with
Yeah.
all the losses on the favorites.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's quickly run through this because I don't know how much time you guys have, but I have a surprise if you do
I
have
was
time.
meant to go.
Pantoja, I have him by sub. He's going to win by submission. He's too big. Last fight, guys. Piotr Yan versus Merab. We don't need it. We know how this is going to go. Probably. What have you guys got? Are you guys taking the obvious thing?
Yeah, Peter Yan by decision, bro.
By flying head kick? Yeah.
Bitch kick, eh?
Yeah, no, Merab. There's nothing you can even say about this fight. I wonder how it's going to go. Actually, I wonder.
Yeah. He shot 50 takedowns on him last time.
Maybe
I don't
Merab
know.
will fucking get a KO for once. He nearly
I
KO'd
think he will-
fucking
I think he will
Sandhagen, no?
stand. I think he will stand with him more, but I don't think it's going to matter. Piotr Jan's a slow starter. Marab's a fast
Yeah.
starter, and he never ends. He just keeps going.
Yeah.
It's a terrible fight for Piotr Jan.
I reckon he's
Even
on
though
road. So.
he
He's an
arguably did
APO.
the best when it comes to stuffing takedowns. I just don't think it's going to matter. Merab can do it for 10 rounds. He can do it for 15 rounds. So you're fucked in a 5-round fight.
He did a 5-round fight the day of his last fight
Yeah.
before it happened. Before Corey Sandhagen, he did a 5-round fight. That is fucking ridiculous.
It would be awesome if Peter Yan wins, though, man, and we get him back with the belt. Like,
It's safe for division.
Streak.
I feel
Yeah.
like I might actually have to change my pick on Guskov by KO.
To
Might
what?
have to go change it to Yan. Because I just realized fucking who has KO'd Yan?
It's Thiago Santos back in the
Yeah,
day.
but
Thiago, that's
Yeah,
it.
fucking big sledgehammer man, but who like
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah,
Alex
in
couldn't
his
KO him.
Oh,
Alex is
no.
the fucking probably biggest power puncher here.
He arguably beat Alex too.
Yeah.
But that's me done. That's us done with the picks, guys. Let me see if I can do this little cool thing for us real quick. Share screen over to a little thing I like to call.
I actually have Merab by just sub round 3, by the way. While you're
What?
looking for that.
Oh, you had Merab by sub.
Yep.
Wow. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. It's TAB beating, and I'm giving each of you guys $20 to make a multi here, and I will give you the money if you guys win. I can't use Betcha because it won't work on my computer. So we got $60. Each got $20. If you've got to leave, you go first, Salty. You give us your multi, and I'll put it in here. So these are the fights.
Give me 1 second. Here we go.
I think it's
Wait.
pronounced thank you, but that's all right.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Bitch. Hmm. Okay, we'll go for a little. We'll go Abdul KO round 1 for the first.
I can't do markets, bro. I'm sorry.
What? Is there no markets on it? I can't see the thing.
It's too early. Like you can't do specifics.
Oh.
You give me. You can only do
Okay.
specifics for Pantoja and Merab at this point.
Okay, just go Abdul.
Where is Abdul? Holy shit.
I can't see the screen. It's too.
Abdul. Abdul's paying out fuck all, but okay, we'll add to your bet slip.
Okay. Get out then. Get out.
Keep
It's paying
going.
fuck up. What's Turner and Barboza? What's Turner paying?
Turner's paying $1.35 just to win. It's not bad.
Okay, go Turner.
Yep.
Go Bruno.
Ferreira. Yep.
Yep. Or this one might be paying out. Go Nazim.
Yep. He's the underdog too.
We'll go one more. Actually, who's got is it just Merab and Pantoja that are picked around?
Yeah. You want me to see what Merab decision is?
Go Van decision.
Van decision. Let me see what that's paying out. Joshua Van by points is $5.50 to add to your bet slip. So that is
what? Oh well, what's Peyton paying as well?
Holy shit! You want to add Peyton to it as well?
Fucking oath.
Suppose it's not your money.
Yeah.
Sports, UFC.
Don't give that free money because I'm not gonna give a shit. I'll try to win the money. They'll be paying heaps, surely.
Dude, he's paying fuck all. He's only paying $1.35.
Peyton is.
Yeah, so Hudo's actually a massive underdog. That's interesting. I thought it would be.
Take Peyton off then. That's too risky. That is way too risky. What? Mind you, I do have Van. That's probably the riskiest. Oh, actually,
if you leave it at the moment, it's 20 for 600. It's not that bad.
Is that without Van?
That's with Van.
What would if you get rid of Van and add Torres? What would that be? Because he should be an underdog, right? Against Grant Dawson.
He's slight underdog, yeah.
What's that? 170? Paying $1.70? Or
he should be paying $1.70.
Who?
Torres.
Torres.
He's paying a lot more than that, guys.
Fuck off.
Really?
What is he paying?
It's actually crazy how much he's paying. He's paying $2.65 just to win Torres.
Fuck,
go 170 American.
Go him and then get rid of Joshua Van.
Okay, I got rid of Van. I've added him to your bet slip. That's paying out $14.57 for Jalen, Bruno, Nazim, and Manuel Torres. $20 gives you basically $300.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, placing it.
Oh yeah.
There you go. So if you win, I will give you the $300. Rocky.
The deal is, if it wins, we have to pick red or black.
Yeah, I'm absolutely happy with that.
Yeah.
Well, what are you guys doing for Crate Day? Do we let everyone know what Crate Day is?
Casino, bro.
Because you're going to the casino on Crate Day.
No, because it's the day before.
No, we'll just do a Sunday night sesh to the casino if we win this.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. What are you guys doing for Crate Day? Oh, I probably should ask this.
I'm going over to Rockies.
Oh yeah.
And then I'll probably end up in Brockville at some point with all the Bogans.
Who's the Bogans?
Basically, Crate Day over here, guys, is you have a 12 pack of drinks in a crate, and you have to start
12 pack of drinks.
A 12. Yeah, well, it is a 12. It's a crate.
Yeah, it's 750 mils. Whatever.
They're pretty standard.
Big bots, by the way. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's basically like 32 standards, and you have to finish them in the day. It's kind of like a New Zealand tradition on the first Saturday of December every year.
Dude, I've been hanging out with this American dude that just came over here, and he says, "Oh, I'll just go grab a 30 can." In the States, they have 30 cans of beer just in a fucking box. That's
Weird.
crazy. That's
But they
more.
all
That's
drink,
probably.
those Bud Lights and shit are fucking not the same level as a
Low
States.
percent,
Which
eh?
I didn't know.
Like,
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Or
we're
maybe
better at
then
being
that's probably
genuine
why.
drunks than they are. That's why.
Well, we're better at being an alcoholic. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's
Actually,
personality.
What do you got, Rocky? What's your bet?
It's gonna have a few head-to-heads, obviously. Torres against Grant Dawson.
Yep.
Yan.
do you want to be
Piotr
doing? Do you want to be doing the same?
Yan against Guskov.
Jan
Or
Blachowicz.
Jam, yeah.
What would McKinney and Dunkey be paying? Duncan, actually.
Duncan's
Maybe
paying
I'd-
$1.57. McKinney's $2.40. Not bad.
You could make it
Henry-
small.
I can't wait till the props come up because I'm going to go second round to start. Maybe I'll see what that pays with McKinney fights. Because like obviously the second rounds don't often, like what was that, Rocky? You said no one.
Henry Cejudo head-to-head against Payton Pellet.
True, you're taking him.
Tyra against Brandon Moreno. I want to take Tyra head-to-head. And then I would like to take Pantoja by sub and Merab by... I'm just going to go Merab head-to-head just to play it safe for that one.
It's probably paying what, $1.04?
Pantoja by sub is two. Yeah, you have to pay them money to bet on Merab by decision. $2.45 for Pantoja by sub. What was the last one? Merab decision. I really need a mouse, huh?
What's Merab head-to-head? Is he paying... Is it...
Oh, he's head-to-head. He's $1.22. You just want the head-to-head?
Oh,
It won't be that much different, I'm telling you. Yeah, it's only $1.50 by points.
What?
Yeah, I'll just go.
$1.22.
I'll just go fucking head-to-head for him then. Play it safe.
Because you had sub. That's paying out big money.
Is
You
it?
could
If it's
actually
paying
do
out big money,
something-
I'll take sub.
It's paying out $7. You sure you want
Yeah,
to throw
fuck
that
it, I'll
in there?
take. Yep.
What, Merab? That's
Scared
up.
money don't make money.
Merab by sub, $7.
Yep.
Dude, you could actually make quite a bit of money on this card that I'm looking. Like, Marino is $2. Cejudo's $3.30.
Read that back.
Jan's
What I'm thinking.
$1.75.
All right, so you got Manuel Torres to win. You have Jan Blachowicz to win. You have Cejudo to win. You have Tyra to win. You have Pantoja by sub. And you have Merab by sub. And that pays out at... Oh, my God.
Ooh.
That pays out at $9,600 if you put this 20 on it.
Lock me in.
You going for
What?
the 9K?
Yep.
Wait,
You're
what's the
crazy
bet?
motherfucker, bro. You want to hear this again? It's
Yeah,
not even
go.
that crazy. Manuel Torres.
No, it's not that crazy, bro. That's not that
Jan
crazy at all.
Henry Cejudo, Tetsuro Tyra, Pantoja by sub, and Merab by sub. Why do I, for $9,000, why do I feel like you're going to get all of that and it's going to be down to like the last 2 rounds of Merab versus Yan? And you're going to be
Yeah, no.
screaming, wanting the fucking sub.
I reckon if it gets to that, you cash.
If it gets that can cash, fuck him.
Oh,
You're
cash
still
it
going to
out.
go to the casino, bro?
Yeah.
Still going to put
If
it
we
on.
cash it out, we have to. If we cash it out, we have to put it on black.
Yeah.
Yeah, black never fails, mate.
No, once you go black, you never go back.
But they're good at running, though. Away with
So,
the
yeah,
money.
it's not my favorite color.
I bet I've always had money somehow, though.
Yeah, true.
It's
$20.
sort of
I'm gonna go Iwo. I'm gonna chuck him in.
Ibo or Iwo?
Iwo.
I don't know.
fucking
I
shit.
won't let you down. I'm gonna take Bruno Ferreira. I'm going to take Marion Santos. I feel like he's a bit of a lock. Jalen Turner's a lock. I'm throwing him in there. Macy Barber, Kareem Silva. This is a fight I'm really interested in. No.
No, wait, but if Silver's actually paying $2.45, I reckon that's actually not too bad.
I
I'm
just
gonna
don't
say
give
as
a
well.
fuck. It's a
Macy
female
Barber
fight.
looks like she bleaches her armpits.
Well, she
You look
probably
at her
bleaches
photo.
her asshole too, so.
She
Yeah,
probably,
well, she does have OnlyFans now, doesn't she, or something? She was starting
I don't
something like that. That shows she's really committed to the fight.
Yeah, that's what happens when they start losing, huh?
They take 2 losses and they're like, what about cock?
Moreno.
They always
They
get
go
a
to
finish for that. That's the only way women's MMA gets a finish is if they do OnlyFans.
And then I'm going to go for a crazy one. I'm going to throw Piotr Jan in there just to be fun. You know what I mean? Just because I need a boost to my money. So I'm going to go Iwo, Bruno Ferreira, Marion Santos, Jalen Turner, McKinney, Moreno, and Jan just to win. I won't be paying out anything too crazy. For 20, it's 2.5K. So we'll take that.
Jesus. I might have to put some money on bitch.
There's some money to be made. Yeah, I'm going to use my actual betting app once this is done. This was all fake Monopoly money. Like, the Betcher app, I don't know how to use it on the computer, so I wasn't able to do it. But maybe we should do like a group multi or something,
Yeah, we could.
Yeah, should we make a pot?
I think we might have to.
Wait, why didn't we just make a pot? I don't know.
But the last thing I wanted to do was this scenario thing. But if you got to get out of here, you got to get out of here.
Yeah, kind of gotta get out of here.
Yeah, well, you can feel free to leave, say your goodbyes, and then we'll get Rocky to do a scenario, and we'll wrap it up in episode 1.
Okay, see you later, guys. That was my picks for episode 1. And,
nice to meet you, bro. Yeah, a lot of research.
Episode 1, yeah.
Nice to meet you.
3.0.
This is the biggest casual take ever this episode, but next time I'll do my thing.
Shout out to your Instagram because I'll probably link it. Or
Instagram's my name. If you see it, just there. SA1 TY.
NZ Prediction Kings. That's our tapology. Get on in there, boys.
Join it. Once we reach 50 members, we give away $50 a week.
Of your money.
You win. If
we
you
win at the casino.
If you win, no. If you win the tapology in the group, but you will not. No one ever does. We win.
50 members, which is quite a big ask. We'll start doing $50 a week giveaways to the winner. That's fair.
Yep.
That's out of Cam's TRB money.
It's out of my big bank account, my big Jewish bank. But let me know. Send me.
Oh yeah. I reckon we go band for band. Can you log into your bank right now on the day?
Yeah, can I share the screen and log into my bank? Yeah, that's a great idea. Here's my password, guys.
Go for it, bro.
I was worried even going on TAB, like something might pop up. But no. What was I going to say? Are we putting this on Couch Coaches?
Yeah.
Just whatever.
If you have the, I might take a clip from this and throw it on my thing, but if you have the YouTube login and shit, let me know because I'll have the recording. So I'll have to
you know what's hilarious? I don't think did we make one? I don't think we made one.
We didn't make the account. I made the photo and that's it.
All right, send me the photo.
It's in the group chat, Cam.
All right, I'll do like a wee thumbnail as well with our 3 beautiful New Zealand faces. And I'll CGI it the same way that they CGI'd the Dan Hooker loss. But we'll catch you later, Salty. Good to have you in here.
Thanks for having me, bro.
Love you long time. That beautiful nose piercing. All right, before we wrap this up, Rocky, do you want to have a game of this thing called Scenario?
Yeah, go on.
I'm going to clip this up and I may even throw this on my channel. So last time, for everyone that doesn't know, right, I've already been over this with this, guys. Scenario is a wee game I've created where basically you give them a scenario, a common theme that happens, and there's lots of stereotypical characters, and then he is going to use UFC active fighters to fill in who he thinks best suits those stereotypes. So last time I said a classroom, and I said there was a teacher's pet, there was a bully, there was a kid late to class, stuff like that. The kid, the nerd, the kid that didn't want to learn, and you kind of filled in and had some good names. I'm thinking this week we may do, let's do a house party, all right? So we'll do a typical house party. You probably don't have the most extent of the most amount of knowledge when it comes to female fighters, so I don't know if I want to put too many characters like that in there, but let's go with the stereotypes in a house party. Let's go the guy who's too drunk. Let's say the person trying to start a fight all the time. Let's say we'll throw a girl in. The girl that everyone wants. That'll be 3. The guy hosting the party. He's a bit of a friend with everyone. And then we'll say the guy who keeps trying to show up to the party but gets like no one wants him there and he keeps getting kicked out.
Okay.
So do you remember the ones I gave you? Because I
The
don't.
host, the host, the person that keeps trying to show up that isn't wanted, starting a fight, someone that's too drunk, and the girl that everyone wants.
All right. What do you got for me?
The girl that everyone wants is, I'm going to say, Rose Namajunas with hair before she was raped in a cult or whatever, and turned all fucking strange.
That's crazy to me you're picking her.
I think she was fucking bad with her hair.
She was.
I think she was. Yeah. And she also has the like girl next door good looks compared to fucking. Like, I don't find Mackenzie Dern attractive. She's got the same face. I'm fat. I'm allowed to say this. I'm allowed to fucking be rude to people. She's not fat. She's got a great body. Rara. Her nose is all squished back. I don't know if it's from jabs or what. And shit head movement. She looks like fucking Fiona in Shrek form.
I guarantee you, Salty would have picked Dern. I knew someone was going to mention her. I would have gone Pollyanna Viana, but anyway,
she's not bad.
You've picked
or Veronica Hardy. I don't mind Veronica Hardy too.
Yeah, true.
Someone that's too drunk. If you'd given me a scenario that was someone that's too drunk and mingling with other dudes, I would have said John Jones. But I'm still going to say John Jones because I don't think he has a fucking grasp on any substances. He always tends to find himself in trouble.
Yeah.
Starting a fight, I'm gonna actually say Dan Hooker, bro. I'm gonna say he's trying 100%. To get all the like nerds at a party going, "Hey, bro, if you fucking knock him out, I'll give you $20." And starting fights like that.
1 minute scripts right here, bro.
We don't really have fraternities in New Zealand like America does, but he would be the leader of a fraternity, and he'd be the like person that makes all the people do the challenges. I can see him doing that. We're gonna do hill runs, and then you're gonna scrap each other, bro, if you want in.
The thing is, that's actually the correct answer. Like, this is your opinion for all the other ones, but there is actually only one answer for who starts all the fights. That's Dan Hooker. So you got that right.
Someone showing up that isn't wanted and keeps trying to show up. I'm gonna say, even though he's playing a character, it pisses anyone off that does like him. You said this in your tier listing. I'm gonna say Colby Covington keeps trying to show up, and everyone's gonna go like, fuck off. I feel like he'd probably think like, oh, but I'm not a character, guys. Like, rah, and I can see him getting fucking held out at the door.
True.
Hosting the party is so hard for me to think of. I'm trying to think of someone that would want to host a party. Maybe
someone that's kind of cool with everyone or something.
Carlos Prates sort of thing. Like he seems to. That's who I'd probably pick for it. I can see him. There's that meme of like the black rapper opening the door and doing like the whole house is full of smoke and he's like people going. That's definitely a Carlos Prates sort of thing. I can see him. The other person, if we're going to have a replacement for Colby Covington, is just come to mind is Ian Gary showing up to the party and going, I would like
He's got his kid with him too,
Yeah, and Carlos Prates is like, nah, not tonight.
Yeah. Like, I'm going up. You're going down. It's like, get the fuck out.
Fuck out. Yeah. My missus is already in there. We know.
That's the girl everyone wants. That's the girl everyone has.
That's the girl
everyone wants. Everyone's already had a fucking a turn. Let's see if I can throw a couple more characters at you then, because you've kind of shocked me with those good answers. What sort of stereotypes can you think of too? Because I'm guessing I'm thinking like American movies. Our house parties are a lot more low key and different. Ooh, if we're thinking back to like teenage years, what about the guy whose parents keep showing up to grab him, or like show up to like burst into the party and take him home?
That's kind of a tough one because obviously they're all adults in my head. Oh my god, Raul Roses Jr.'s mum fucking showing up to grab him, getting dragged out of the fucking house. You're too young to drink.
Oh wow, that's probably makes the most sense, to be honest. All right, what about the guy constantly shadowboxing in the corner? Thinks he's cooler than everyone else. He's trying to,
God. Um, I do. Yeah. The problem with that is when I see someone shadow box and I think it's cringe, it's because they're not a top level fighter. Like,
Right.
at our
Okay.
sort of party we've been at, you see someone shadow box and you're like, fuck, bro, like, come on, what the fuck are we doing? You've had a 1 year boxing training max that you showed up once a week for, you missed the fitness sort of thing, and you just went there to learn a fucking basic 1-2.
So it doesn't really
But someone
work.
I always see shadow boxing on Instagram, and just weird. It never looks good, and I'm not taking away because he's probably arguably one of the top guys at the moment. Is Alex Pereira? I think his shadow boxing it looks really cringe and awkward. Like there's that one where he's like that outside. It might be a Coliseum or something like that. I can see him being someone that gets like a little bit fucking showing off his skills. Same when he was in that. There was like a K-pop song and they had like him randomly in the video, and they've got like the K-pop girls dancing, and they like turn to him for his like part, and he just starts going, like it feels like that's all his fucking his brain is mush, that's all he's fucking got, or maybe someone with a bit of CTE, could definitely be up there too. Maybe a Tito Ortiz, just doesn't understand. He's had one drink and it's fucked with his head and his medication he's on, and he just starts fucking sparring as well. I don't know, to be
That's
honest.
and we'll wrap this up because we've gone over an hour here. And I'll probably just take a small segment of this, but that's who I was thinking would be a great host is like a Chael Sonnen.
Yeah. Oh my god, man.
I can't let you get close. Like as you're coming in through the door, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I feel like he'd grab he'd be like the MC at this, like he'd really have. I think he'd throw a great party at Chael Sonnen.
He's the Tony Stark of the UFC.
He is. That's actually a really good analogy. Yeah. But we'll wrap it up here. We've gone over an hour. We've got some bets placed. We've got all of our picks made. UFC 323 this weekend. Yan versus Merab. Couch Coaches is official now. Now we're locked in because I've got this recording. Got to upload it somewhere, so we need to start doing these more often. And we'll get better at it as we go. We've still got some casual takes. We're all full-time guys. We can't put every bit of time into picks and shit like this, but we all love the sport, so it's easy and it's fun to jump on for an hour a week and talk about it. Yeah,
we're just hitting bags now at the moment,
Yeah, we're the ones shadowboxing right now.
We're the shit. Yeah.
But you want to say anything before you leave, or?
No, I'm all good. I assume you'll be doing a watch along on your channel or whatever.
Potentially. Would you? You and so? Well, it depends how hungover we are, man. To be honest.
I'll be fine for that. It depends if I'm. I feel like I'll be out in the lounge hosting at my place, so I can't really do a watch along.
Jump on, right? Gotcha. Yeah. It depends.
Maybe like for the first big card back next year, I'll do a watch along.
Do you know when this card starts? Because I don't.
11 a.m. for us, I think.
All right. So I should be awake by then. I'll just throw some water on my face. We'll survive. But all right, sweet, cool. We got this done. Finally. Salute to you guys. And that was a pretty good one. So hopefully there's plenty more to come. Catch you guys later.
Right. See ya.